very excited about WildStar. I think this game looks very cool and it has a very neat premise. What is going on in the game?
This is like kind of science fiction fantasy going on in space. We got everything from like little psychopathic rodents running around, crazy robots, you name it. And magic plus technology plus crazy developers making a game that's got a little bit of everything to it. Raids, 20-man raids, 40-man raids, big epic fights, huge telegraphs going on, lots of movement, lots of action as opposed to sit there and like type your 1 and your 2 and your 3. And then we wrap up for PvP, we got war plots. This is, you take our housing system, you build a giant-ass death fortress, you take those raid bosses, you pin them down, send them out, fly around, go beat up the other guy's war plot. 40v40, mass PvP, no one's ever done it before. It's all the kind of joy of city building and all the fun of then destroying your enemy city as well.
If you like to kick ass, there just ain't nothing better.
What do you think people are really going to like about WildStar?
I think the first thing that lures people in is that personality. We're not scared to have over-the-top characters. It's a bright world. It's not all boring and grays and browns and boring story going on. No, it's over the top. It's high personality. It's fun. And so that lures you in more than anything else. And combat, too. Fast combat. You're in an MMO. You're going to fight. And if it is just having to do the same thing one monster at a time, nah, to hell with that. Hordes of monster, kill all sorts of stuff, giant bosses. It's got to be fun. It's got to really draw you in. And so those are hooks more than anything else. We do lots of unique stuff, but those two in particular is what the game's all about.
The characters in WildStar all look like they have amazing, outlandish personalities. Who are these characters?
We have the Makari. These guys are robots, very sort of uptight and aristocratic. We have the Chew-Up. These are psychopathic little inventors who are running around blowing something up. We introduced all these major characters to the game early on. You're on the ship coming to the planet, and you meet a lot of them. Then you start exploring, going through the dungeon. There's a strange creature named Ysthera, and she starts appearing in random events right at low level, and then where you have these instances where you go in and you find out what's her story. She's connected to the Elden, this mysterious race that's disappeared. She knows their secrets. And so you as the player start unlocking these. And then at top level, we don't put all of our story into raids where it's really tough. You know, you can't have fun reading a story with 40 guys around you all yelling at you and making you dance around and all this. No, we give you story instances. Every month we get a new chunk of the story for you to unlock and figure out what the heck's been going on. But the goal for us is really every character you meet has got to be chock full of personality. It's kind of what the game is about. It's what the art style is about, high personalities.
What has the development of this game been like so far as putting everything into it and making sure everything's nice and balanced?
One of the things when you're a brand new game, you know, as WildStar, you didn't grow up playing WildStar, knowing it in the movies. We don't have Jedi running around. We don't have lightsabers. You don't get all this sort of cool stuff that you know as a kid. And so this means we need to earn every player who comes and checks us out. We have to be an interesting enough game to lure them in, and then we need to be a good enough game that you're going to stay for the long haul.
Oh boy.